is a Samsung 1253 7 kilogram washing machine, and it's got a fault on it. It's showing a fault code ES, and it's not draining out water and it's not spinning. Suspect it's a blocked pipe. It's still in situ, so we'll do this. The very first thing what we need to do is to isolate the unplug from the back end. Now, it's a cold fill machine, so it's just one pipe, and you've got the two valves here. The hot fill pipe is not being used, so what we've got to do to remove this is to turn off the water supply first, just turning that over. So that's the water supply off now, and then you might need to get a pair of wrenches on these to undo them, maybe put a bit of cloth around them as well. And the drain, take that, disconnect that out of the way. I should mention that I have already checked the pump drain outlet. This is what you should do first. Stupid me not getting this in the right order. So I'm going to do this, and you stand by, and because this is on a garage floor which is specifically designed for water to drain away, about a bit of flooding, and there's nothing in there. We've turned the valve off properly or not. Obviously we have. Here, it's held on by a few Phillips screws. Now we can see. So there's the wash motor, the drum. This is the sump hose. This is your pump. And what we're going to do now is take a few clips off and see if we can find the blockage. I'm going to start with by taking off the sump hose and having a look inside. This is a number 10 spanner I'm using for this. We'll just take off the sump hose, and now we've removed this here. I'll just give a quick explanation on this. You will see this plate here is threaded. Well, that goes over the two each side of the clip onto those hooks there, and the end of this bolt is smooth and smaller. Now the washer goes on the end of the bolt, that then goes into that loop on the other side of the clip. Now as you tighten the bolt here in a clockwise direction, so that washer presses on this and forces it around that way. The ends of this clip, which are inserted into the two holes in this plate, force this in the opposite way. So although it looks as if it's opening its house, in actual fact, because they're crossed over, it's tightening up the clip. I hope I've explained that all right. Anyway, so let's carefully remove this sump hose and see if there's anything. Oh, look at that, a 50p. Who said washing machines weren't a profitable repair? That is a nice fit in there, which would make it slow to empty. There's no deco ball in there. And while we've got our new 50p out, we can also have a look at, not much of a feel because the heating element's there as well. So at this point in time we may well have cured this, because although this 50p fits through that hole and is a loose fit and allow water past, when it goes inside here it's a tight fit in that part there. So I think that's probably out. So this bolt here for this sump hose retaining clip, we'll put the two you see the two holes in the plate, they go over that that side into that little bit there. Now the top of the bolt then comes across and fits into there. Now when you tighten this, it reduces the size of the clip, which is what the hole is, and therefore tightens it up, because it's pulling that one that way, this one this way, so it's collapsing the clip on its side like that up on the side post. And there's our offending 50p, which I shall stick in my sticky little pocket. Right, there we go. There we are. That's on good and tight now. Now you must force yourself to have a visual inspection all the way around this, 360 degrees around that sump pipe, all the way around there, to make sure that that hose is completely underneath the band and it's fully on. If it isn't, it'll come off, and then you'll flood your kitchen, and underneath you, if you're in a flat, the ceiling could fall in as well, costing you a lot of money. And when you put your panel back on, make sure that you tuck that inside edge there underneath into the case, and also here goes into the case and there as well. And then we can put the screws in and give it a test. So we're just about to reconnect the machine, and on this connector, make sure that your little filter here, little wire filter, is clean, and make sure that the rubber sealing washer is in place. Officially, these should be replaced when you take them off after they've been there for some time, but just make sure it's clean and put a new one on if you've got the incentive to do that. It's always best, otherwise it might leak. I haven't got one at the moment, so I'm going to put this one back on and just be very careful how I tighten it up. And there we are, put the pipe back on, and now we'll just put a bit of rag on that and get a good coat on it. That's good and tight now. I may put a pinch on that with some just a little bit of a wrench on there, but not much, just enough to pinch it up a bit. And now we can turn the water back on and check for any leaks. And that seems okay, nothing happening there. This one we haven't touched, but we might as well have a look. Oh, that's it. It's quite firmly in place. Nothing coming out underneath. This wetness was from on the floor already when we opened the pump cover, inspection cover. And we'll put the drainage pipe back in. Look, I peeped down that hole while we're at it. It's mucky, but it's not blocked. It's very important that you get the correct setup on those. I didn't fit this in because this is quite needless on this machine actually, because there's also an air brake where it's put it over the drain. There was no need for this water trap at all, because you could have quite easily just put this directly over the drain, as long as there's an air brake, so you don't get bacteria coming back up from the drain or cause a back siphon. Anyway, not to worry about that. So let's put it back and we'll give it a test. So everything's back in place now. Do a test run on it. We'll do a quick wash, in fact we'll do a rinse and a spin, and there's no fault code there. The machine's filling at the moment. And the tub should be turning, which it is. And this is the rinse and the spin cycle here, and there's no leaks coming from down the bottom, which is good. There we are. That seems to have cured the problem.